Hey, what's up? Pastor Kevin here again, and welcome to another edition of the Brand New You. Today we're going to talk about something pretty exciting. Today we're going to talk about how that you have victory. Yes, you have victory. I don't mean to sound like a self-help guru, but you are a winner. Not through yourself, but through Jesus and who Jesus is in you. You have victory. You no longer have to give in to those old things that you used to do, that old way of talking, that old place that you used to go, those things you used to do that were wrong. You no longer have to say yes to them. You have victory in your life through God. God's going to give you the ability to say no to temptation. And again, don't take my word for it. Let's look at what God says through His Word. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 10:13, that no temptation has taken you except what is common to man. That means, listen, there's nothing coming at you that everybody else doesn't face. But God is faithful. He will not allow you to be tempted above what you can bear. God's not going to put you in any situation that you cannot say no to. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way of escape so that you can stand up under it. You've got to understand now that you have Jesus in your life, God is going to be with you. And one of the ways that He's going to give you victory in your life is to make a way of escape so that you can bear up under, you can handle this temptation that you're facing. There's a lot of different ways that God will do this, but there's three main ways we want to talk about today. How God provides a way of escape from temptation so that you can have victory. Here's the first one. God will give you the strength to say no. Before you came to Jesus, you really didn't have much strength on your own. And many times you said yes to things you knew you should say no to. Now through Christ, you are free. You are free to do something you couldn't do before. You are free to say no. No to what? I don't know, but you do. You already know the things that before Jesus you were saying yes to, that you should have said no to. Now through Jesus you are free to say no. Second thing that God does is that God will give you the wisdom to not put yourself in tempting situations. He'll make a way of escape the temptation before it even comes your way. Maybe that's to not be alone with the person of the opposite gender. Maybe it's to not go to the bar on the weekend. Maybe it's to not hang out with this certain crew of people as often, because when you find yourself with them, you go down a path doing things that you later regret. Now that God is in you, God says, I'll make a way of escape to give you wisdom to not put yourself in tempting situations. The third way that God gives us victory is that God will surround you with friends that will be a positive influence on you and not a negative one. Through the church and gathering on Sundays, or maybe get involved in one of our community groups. We call small groups, we call them community groups. Through gathering on the weekend and getting involved in community groups and surrounding yourself with people that love you and also love Jesus, you're going to surround yourself with people who are going the same direction you are. When all of a sudden they see you falling into temptation, these people are going to love you enough to say, man, don't go there, or no, you shouldn't do that, or hey, what are you thinking? Let's talk about this. God's going to give you victory in your life by giving you ability to say no. He's going to give you victory in your life by surrounding you with people that actually care about you. And He's also going to give you victory in your life by giving you wisdom to not put yourself in tempting situations. You are a winner. You don't have to give in to temptation anymore. So I want to encourage you. Be who Christ is calling you to be. Don't feel like you've got to live that old way anymore. No, you don't. Don't feel like you've got to say yes. No, you don't. God is going to give you victory in your life. I want to encourage you to do something. I want to encourage you to go to welcometothechurch.com and click Watch and Listen. A little bar is going to come down, and when it does, just click Listen, and then scroll down and find a sermon series that we recently did called Tempted. You can't miss it. It's a big, huge banner, and there's 3 or 4 different audios there. And take some time to listen to this message that we did called Tempted, Winning the War Within. This message series is really going to help you and inspire you to win this battle that goes on inside of you. this day of, am I going to live for God today, or am I going to live for myself? I want to let you know, you can win this war, not because of who you are, but because of who God is inside of you. You can have victory every day through Jesus, because you are not alone. You can ask God for help, and God is going to be the one inside of you to help you say yes to the good and no to the bad. God bless you, and today go out and live a life that gives God honor. We'll talk to you soon.